It's an enormous honour for GeoPura to be here at a World Cup sporting event here in the UK, here in the city of Nottingham. And fantastic to be able to provide clean energy, not just clean energy, but zero emission energy.
So Touch World Cup 2024 is the largest World Cup that there has been. There have been 10 editions so far, and as far afield as from South Africa, Australia, Malaysia, Edinburgh, and there are 116 teams. And this one here in Nottingham, we've got 187 teams. So there's been a 70% expansion. And now all of these players, there are 4,000 players here and participants, and they all need infrastructure. So we've got tented villages for team tents, we've got a referee tent, we've got a fan village with a big screen and containers that hold 60 tons of ice that we've had to sort for the week. And then because of the scale of the event and the number of teams, we actually have to have 2 sites. So it's a scale which here in England, we have never had an event that's this big. And innovation has been a massive part of powering it and especially reducing the carbon footprint and increasing the sustainability and hopefully becoming a bit of an exemplar for other similar events. It doesn't just happen to be touch. This is applicable to anything.
When you bring 4,000 people from around the world, the number one sustainability challenge is that they've all flown here. And we can't blame anybody from that. It's just the nature of such events. What we're doing in practice, things that we can control on site are things such as the HPU behind me, the hydrogen power unit from GeoPura, that we're delighted to have here. Eliminating the need for diesel generators off the site. So many international sporting events, festivals, anything. They're powered by diesel generators, smelly, noisy, belching carbon dioxide emissions out into the atmosphere. And this does none of that, and we're delighted by that.
So a HPU is a hydrogen power unit. Very simply, it's an electricity generation machine. It makes electricity at scale and on an entirely zero emission basis. Why? Well, we're using hydrogen. We're actually making our own hydrogen just down the road here in Nottinghamshire. We're capturing the sun's energy through solar PV and through wind turbines. We're using that electricity to put through an electrolyzer to make scalable quantities of green hydrogen, which we're then able to distribute to bring to sites such as this to power our hydrogen power units. This is fantastic news because it means that you can power even events of this scale, of this magnitude, 7,000 people, all of the catering, all of the hospitality, all of the welfare, all of the power needs for the film, the team, everything, all done on an entirely sustainable zero emission basis from our own supply of hydrogen. Here around us today, we've got some of the leading athletes in touch rugby in this sport, come from all around the world. I think there's 39 nations hosted here. And I think we have a duty of care to ensure that the environment in which these delegates are arriving, these top athletes are competing, is clean, is pure as it can be. The hydrogen power unit means there's no NOx, there's no particulates, there's no other nasties that are associated with burning fossil fuels that otherwise would be in the atmosphere at this site being breathed in by us all. So another great benefit as well to the system.